What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? It is the 16th of June. Here we are, moving right on through the month, man. 21 hours 43 minutes left in the day. 1.33 cents is the price right now. I am curious to see if we found support here, right? I want to see what the reaction is. Typically, I'm just being honest, from a low to a high, typically, if you are going to get this front running of the golden ratio, right, you're reaching for it, but you just can't quite get there, and then you move up, typically you get a fast reaction. So the fact that we've been here now for a few days, maybe a couple days, and we haven't had that reaction yet, it's a little bit concerning, but not too concerning, right? I mean, who cares? If we go down to the golden ratio, it's really not a big deal. To be fair, also, we just came out of the weekend there. The last 2 days, 2.5 days were weekend days. So in all fairness, today might be the day that we would actually move back higher. But if it's not by the end of today, I would think that the odds that we go to 1.23 cents or 1.1 cents, it's still very, very possible. Even now, it's still very possible we could go down there. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame, and then we'll zoom back out, okay? Looking at this here, 1 hour time frame. Right, we've got all this stuff on there. That's nice to see. Okay, well, hey, look at that. The 1 hour MACD is actually looking pretty bullish right here. Building bullish momentum, getting the oscillators above the zero line. We love to see that. That's good stuff. Stochastics are looking fine. RSI is looking fine. I don't really weigh on the stochastics too much on these shorter term time frames or the MACD, but the MACD can be helpful at some times. But the lower time frame you get, the less reliable it is, in my opinion. That's not everybody's opinion, but that's my opinion. RSI looks bullishly charged. Everything looks bullishly charged, so you're probably going to move up higher. Looking at the price here, it kind of does look like you have a nice double and bottom, right? It's that high heel pattern, that Adam and Eve. You've got the high heel there. Here's your shoe, right? We're not going to draw the shoe. Every time I try to draw the high heel pattern, it doesn't work out for me. So I'm not going to do that now. But it certainly does look like the high heel pattern, and will probably move up. Once you get above this point here, you should see an extension from the high to the low. The extension would be, something around. And because this is such a small range, typically with smaller ranges, you do expect to see deeper extensions. Deeper extensions are anything that's above the 1618, okay? So probably 1.4 cents to 1.5 cents. We're on the 1 hour time frame. Sure, by the end of today, we'll probably be up in this area. That's my expectation at the moment. So today should be a good day. That's not bad. What kind of percentage growth are we talking about there? Yeah, like a 7% day, a 10% day, let's go. Probably, I mean, maybe more than that. Maybe we get a 12% day. Maybe more than that. You know how OnyxCoin likes to do, you guys. I definitely believe that we're going to see a good day here. The last time that we got overbought on the 1 hour time frame, you see what kind of move we had, right? From a low to a high. That was a 14% move. You see what I'm saying, right? We're basically right near our low right now from this relative area. Maybe not. Let's take this low. If we're going to do it, 14%. Let's go from this low. So 14% there. I mean, that literally is right there in that range, is it not? High to low. Come on now. Yeah, right there, right above the 2272. So right around 1.4 to 1.5 cents. That's my expectation at the moment. If not by the end of the day, maybe sometime tomorrow, but I would think it's by the end of today. 4 hour time frame, we got the bullish divergence. Looking bullish, guys. It really is looking bullish. Looking at I wonder what volume we've got right now. Let's see. OnyxCoin. I'm going to refresh it. Let's see what we come up with here. Man, that's some high quality H2O. 2.65. We just got, this is like the lowest volume back to back to back. It's kind of crazy. What's going on here? And we're not moving anywhere at all, so we're being boring. It's not a big deal. By the way, some cryptos, not some, there's a lot of cryptos that, whoa. My plant just, oh man, hold on. Sorry about this, everybody. Got to tend to things. Can't have that happen. I heard something move. It freaked me out. It was just my plant fell over. It's getting so big. I need to trim it up. Anyways, whatever. It's an African milk bush. That's a real thing. That's what I got. Anyways, it's not as cool as it sounds. I mean, it's a cool plant. Don't get me wrong. You're beautiful. But anyways, we have low volume. Some coins have low volume like this for months. So the fact that it's been 2 days, 3 days that we've seen low volume like this, I'm really not concerned. MACD is starting to turn bullish here. Bullish divergence on the MACD, bullish divergence on the stochastics, bullish divergence on the RSI. Bullish, 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 baby. We're looking good. Let's see if TradingView agrees. Sell. I disagree with you, TradingView. You don't know what you're talking about. A lot of that indicator, though, is based off of moving averages and stuff like that, like lagging indicators, right? I definitely do think that we're going to move up higher from here. Looks good. Daily time frame also has bullish divergence. Wow, on the MACD. I haven't looked at the MACD on the daily time frame in a second, have I? That's some nice bullish divergence we got going on the MACD there, you guys. Beautiful. We crossed through the zero. That should have been a clear indication that we were going lower. Stochastics are just in the dumps, man. We don't normally see the stochastics last this long in the dumps, but overall, we've actually been pretty held back, haven't we? Look at how bearish we are. A taste of bullishness, but then just when we're bearish, we're in there so much longer. Same thing on the RSI, too. I can't wait to see what happens when we actually get going. I really think that this next move is going to be prosperous for us all, man. It's going to be awesome. But by the end of today, certainly I expect that we're going to be around 1.45 to 1.5 cents. Something that's, let's see, where would that be actually from a high to a low? Yeah, something near this 236. That's kind of what I'm expecting. As we continue through the week, we should be looking for more growth. I really wouldn't be surprised at all, as crazy as it sounds. I know OnyxCoin's been boring, but as crazy as it sounds, it wouldn't surprise me at all if by the end of this week, you guys, we were up back at like 2 cents or higher, going into the end of the month, reaching for dramatically higher prices, right? I very much do believe that by the end of this month, we should be around 4 cents to 6 cents, somewhere in that area. And we don't need, I know that we have 2 weeks left in the month. It seems like it's such a far, we've moved down now from April 11th. It's the 16th of June now. So it's been like just over 2 months that we've been consolidating. But the thing is, man, if we look at this here, go back to like this high here, you see this was the last price that we were at, that price or higher was this price here. It only took us 3 days, 1, 2, 3, to eliminate effectively 55 days of price action, right? It took us 3 days to eliminate 55 days of price action. We have 2 weeks left in this month and a day. We got 15 days left in the month, including today. So I'm not worried about the price. I very much do believe that we can see a move like this or greater by the end of the month. And in fact, I'm anticipating that we should be around 4 to 6 cents, probably right there around 5 cents, right in the middle by the end of this month. Going into July, looking more bullish, exceeding to higher prices. 26 to 32 cents is the ultimate goal. I don't really know if I have anything else that I want to say, so I'll probably just end it there. But that's some nice bullish divergence on the MACD there, and the volume, or the histogram is decaying. If we do make one more drive lower, if it does happen, even if we come up and then we go one more drive lower, we go to that 1.23 cent to 1.1 cent area and find support there, we'd probably just have another drive of bullish divergence on our MACD, right? We'd build that bearish momentum, but it would just be slightly smaller, and then we'd start to flip it green, looking good, starting to cross. We'd have that double bullish divergence on the MACD, bullish divergence on the stochastics and the RSI, sending us to higher prices, finishing out this onslaught to the downside here. Looking at the 3-day time frame, still building bearish momentum, but the oscillators, the lines there, these moving average lines, are looking to bounce off the zero. This is actually a really good posturing to be in. We have 1 day, 22 hours left. If this 3-day time frame can close green, and I think it will, we'd actually look like we're bouncing off the zero line, and that's a very powerful signal in itself. It's more powerful whenever it's the red line than it is the blue line, right? Like we had that here. Look at how powerful that was back there. We're actually in a very similar area to what we were back here. Kind of awesome to see. That's nice. And the stochastics, they look the same. I can't wait to see what happens when this thing actually gets bullish. Look at that. This is what we did, you guys, with a not bullish stochastics, with a really sub-average MACD, and even on the RSI on the 3-day time frame. The RSI does look a little bit more bullish than the other two time frames, though. Double bottom-esque, right? I suppose you got a double bottom on all these, really. But you've been overbought, not getting oversold, which is the nice thing to see. So I would expect that we do continue up higher any day now, guys. Don't sleep on OnyxCoin. I really do feel bad. I want to talk to the people right now that have sold OnyxCoin, okay? I want to talk to you guys, okay? Understand, I think OnyxCoin is going to outperform probably any coin that I'm talking about, right? Maybe TAI outperforms OnyxCoin. Maybe Cookie does. Maybe Toshi could, Toshi, maybe, some meme coins that we talk about here and there. I'm trying to think of anything that will outperform it. Let's go through our list real quick, actually, because I'm kind of curious. Let's just see here. Hold on. What do we got? ZBCN It could. Between now and the end of July, I don't think it will. Swift Coin could. Okay. Swift Coin could. Absolutely. Maybe B3. Yeah, those are probably Swift Coin and B3. Other than those two, I'm not so confident that anything else outperforms OnyxCoin. So I'm talking to the people now who sold OnyxCoin. Don't you dare buy back whenever it starts to pump. Okay, because if it pumps and it's outperforming whatever coin that you bought, odds are at that point it doesn't really matter what you buy. You know what I mean? They're all going to perform the same from there. Right now, from this low, it will outperform, but it's going to happen so fast, man. You're going to see this move so fast that by the time you get the idea to buy back, I made the wrong decision, I should have never sold, it's probably not going to matter anyways. Just hold, make your bed, you've made it, lie in it, okay? Don't go making the wrong decision and getting shiny object syndrome, okay? Either you're in it to win it right now or you're not. And if you don't believe that OnyxCoin is going to move up like I do, if you don't think that this thing's going to see like a 17 to a 20x or more, actually, hold on, wait. Let's see, what is it? Let's see. Let's see here. What is it from here? 26 cents is the minimum target, right? That's what we're going for. That's a 19x. Okay, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Much more. 19 to like a 24x, okay? If you don't think it's going to do that, that's fine, right? At a bare minimum, I think OnyxCoin really would be 20 cents, but I don't think it stops there. 15x, right? But if you're not wanting to get in it now, if you've sold out already and you're in something else because you think it's going to do well, just hold on to that thing. Everything's going to perform well. But the worst decision that you could make is sell your OnyxCoin here. That's not even the worst decision, right? That's a first step in the worst decision, but it's only the worst decision you can make if you complete the steps, right? First step is a bad choice, but the second step, this is where things really go wrong, is OnyxCoin rips. Now you sell your coin, whatever coin it is that you sold OnyxCoin for. That coin hasn't ripped, or maybe it's moving up a little bit. You decide to sell your boring coin for OnyxCoin after it makes its move. Then what happens is this thing rips. Then this thing's consolidating. And then it moves up. You might even make the wrong decision and be like, this thing's being boring now. I'm going to buy the thing that's exciting. And then it consolidates and then it pumps. You're effectively going to miss the pump every single time. So if you miss the pump, and this is actually probably a good thing, not just for OnyxCoin, but for any coin that you're watching, right? Let's say you have a list of 10, 20, 100 coins that you're paying attention to, whatever. And you're holding however many, right? And the coin you're not holding is the one that pumps. That's not the only one that's going to pump. They're all going to pump. They're all going to do well, okay? They just take turns. So if you chase something that's pumping, you're basically buying something after its turn has began, and you're selling your coin of which its turn has not even started, right? You get what I'm saying, right? It's like, and I like to make that analogy, that comparison, where it's like having a ticket to a show. You're waiting for your show to start. You've got your ticket. Oh, it's going to be a good show. I can't wait to see it. This is what I've been waiting for. I bought this ticket. I'm holding on. And then you see somebody come out of their show. It's intermission. They're taking a bathroom break. And they're like, dude, this is the best show I've ever seen. Like, this is awesome. And you're like, I want us to go to an awesome show. Here, have my ticket. My show hasn't even started yet. Can I have your ticket, the one that the show's already halfway over, please? Like, it's just nonsensical. You would never do that. I know it sounds silly, but I feel like that's a very appropriate comparison. Don't sell your ticket, okay? Buy your ticket. Make your bed. Lay in it. Wait. Things take their turns. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.